What are we talking about here? 150 watt ultra dart charge. 150 watt shipping in a product. This is getting pretty wild. I've been talking about fast charging now for, I don't know, a couple of years here, and it just keeps increasing. It's increasing at a rapid pace. We have made so much progression in fast charging. This obviously takes things to another level, specifically in this price point. Probably under 400 bucks. I mean, it depends on the spec you're getting. You can actually get this phone with an 80 watt charger as well, but of course you're gonna want the flagship specification 150 watt. This thing is going to get your phone to 50% in 5 minutes. 50% of its total battery in 5 minutes. You've got a dual battery setup. It's 2 times 2250 milliamp hours. So you have a 4500 milliamp hour capacity total, and you're gonna be able to get halfway there in 5 minutes. Dimensity 8100 5G processor, an independent graphics chip, a racing stripe on it because it's from the GT portion of the lineup. Obviously 5G is indicated on the box as well. Sony IMX766 optical image stabilization, and the color I have is nitro blue. There's also like a silverish white color and then a black model as well. And there's a variety of configurations for the RAM/storage setup. This one's 12 GB RAM, 256 storage. Now, obviously, we're gonna have to test out this 150 watt fast charging. We'll run, I guess, like a time lapse of the thing charging in its entirety. We'll check in at the 50% mark to see how close it is to that 5 minute total time. And then we'll check in at the 100% mark in order to see just how quickly this thing can catch a full refill. Welcome to the Realme family. Here is the device, and you can tell right away it's going to have an in-display fingerprint scanner. Here you can see the blue color, which is kind of like a purplish to it as well. Camera unit up here. How about that racing stripe, because it's a GT model. Front-facing camera is symmetrical. Some nice curves around the edge. Wow, that pops. That is a popping type of bluish purple tone going on, with a matte finish and then a mirrored reflective surface around the camera module. You can see Realme down here, Dare to Leap. This feels a very lightweight. This is a trend. They're getting lighter and lighter. So they're gonna droop the pocket of your shorts a little bit less. 6.7 inch, 120 hertz display is what this one is packing. That's 2412 by 1080 FHD plus. Screen to body ratio 94.2%. The coolest thing about this color is how it's both purple and blue, depending on the way you look at it. Blue and then purple when you go ever so slightly off angle. Dual SIM 5G plus 5G. Sony IMX766 optical image stabilization, 50 megapixel. And then you have 2 other cameras, one of which is going to be a super wide and one of which is going to be a macro camera. Flash sits between them. You have your volume rocker actually on the left side of the device, and then your power switch on the right side. So rather than having them on the same side, it's an interesting choice. It's a way to distinguish easily between them. On the bottom, you have your SIM tray as well as your USB-C port for that 150 watt charging. USB-C to C. Clear case with like a little bit of a tint on it. How about this monster? The cool thing about these chargers is that they can kind of just become your main charger for all types of gadgets. When you have 150 watts packed into something that fits in your pocket like this, you're getting a 2-for-1 here. You're getting a new smartphone, obviously, and a really fast way to recharge it, but you're also getting a USB Type-C charger that you're gonna be able to use with a variety of devices. It's gonna have enough power to charge all of them. That's your screen to body plus camera cutout for the front facing. The display, as mentioned, 120 hertz capable. It seems like it's in it right now. It has a bright HDR mode. Screen refresh is in auto select, which is a dynamic mode capable of gauging your input and making the necessary adjustments. You also have high to lock it at 120, and as usual, you can toggle it back to 60. What I wanna do right away is catch a look at this charge animation. Ooh, Ultra Dart Universe Galaxy Milky Way. Did you see that? Oh man, okay, hang on, hold up. They've realized at this point that we get very excited about charge animations, and they've gone ahead and taken it to another level. So it starts to orbit, and then it goes, oh, we got Ultra Dart right here. But we're already at 100%. And even this, look, the icon's purple up top. They realize how excited people are getting about this. I gotta do it one more time. What happens if the screen is unlocked? not as flashy. Just purple. Way cooler when the screen is off and you get this action right here. Bam! This might be the new champion status for recharge animation. I'm glad we checked it early in this video. We are in front-facing camera mode. It is assuming that I want HDR. I'm not sure what it's doing beauty-wise. Let's check. Oh, natural. 3, 2, 1. It's a Samsung S5K 3P9 with an 82.3 degree field of view in an f2.45 aperture. My hat and shirt kind of matches, I just realized. Yeah, I'm on a Safari. And maybe even my beard sort of fits into the same realm. What's happening here? I'm full camo. You can't even see me. All right, let's flip this back around. Let me just bring something closer and focus here. We have our 1X setup. Bang. We have our 2X. Obviously by 5X, we're getting still very usable. 10, you can start to see some of that noise, but yeah, it's some decent reach on it. And then obviously we have the ultra wide. Now this specification that I have in front of me, probably under 400 bucks. Look at the versatility performance we're getting at that price point. I mean, I already told you about the ultra dart. There's your important sensor, the 50 megapixel main camera. I mean, that's obviously the best looking of the bunch. We're not shooting the full resolution in this photo. You can, I presume there's gonna be a 50 megapixel mode, and there is, obviously. In the more settings, there is a pro mode if you want tremendous control over the behavior of the camera. We have a tilt shift mode, a text scanner, a dual view video, front facing and rear recording at the same time for the reaction. We have an ultra macro, mouse fibers near the laser on the Master 3. That's an MX Master 3. Very well and very nice. You're gonna have your portrait modes, video mode, 4K resolution, main camera. Here's a test of the 4K video. This is a bit reflective. Let's pick up this can. How about a little bit of Blackberry for you? Lovely stuff. You can also hear the audio coming through the smartphone as well. That's what we're recording, obviously. And how about some autofocus? We pull this down, you're looking that way, looking this way, and then we're gonna bring this can up, and boom, nails it. The Tesla Model Y police car in a 30-minute high-speed Mustang pursuit. Wow, and then they called it off for... Wow. Ford is going to... You're saying they're pissed?
No, I'm saying they are. Yeah, they are pissed, but like, what's their value?
He goes, no, I'm not saying that. Actually, yes, I am saying
gas cars, but yeah, no, I mean, you're phasing out their showrooms. They become showrooms.
Okay.
To actually look at it, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's got good stereo. It's got good stereo performance. Like I'm actually hearing the separation. There's another unit up here, and it's a nice balance to it. I don't know. Maybe it's Willie Doo's mix as well on Lou Later. Could have something to do with it. Always lots to talk about over there, but you already know that, right? Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's a pretty nice little setup when you consider the price point. There's a variety of different setups you can get on it at different price points in different regions. However, that flagship feature for me is right here in this power brick, 150 watt ultra dart charging. Let's go ahead and run the test here. We'll deplete the phone all the way down to 0 or 1%. We'll slam this baby in there and we'll time it. We'll see. We'll check how close it is to the manufacturer's suggestion of 50% charge in 5 minutes. So we'll check up at 5 minutes, and then we'll check up again when it's fully charged and see what 150 watt is capable of. 1% is where it's going to start from. You can see rapid charging was also enabled in the settings to ensure that we would get maximum charge speed. Now, obviously, when you go and check the screen, that's gonna use a little bit of power when you tap the screen. So keep that in mind in this particular test. If you were trying to set some sort of world record, then you wouldn't even tap the screen to check. But look at that, in 5 minutes, it's just under 50% as stated, ultra dart charging a 150 watt capability, but we're gonna let it keep going here. Let's see what Mo discovers. Ooh, 61% at 7.5 minutes, just under 7.5 minutes. 9, 10, 10, 11. At 11 minutes, we are at 84% charged. Now, as you know, the fastest charging happens in the first 50%, around 5 minutes. The last bit, a little bit more difficult, 94% at 13 minutes. And so that means around 14 minutes, we're going to be, 97, 15 minutes total in this particular test. Oh, not even. 14 and a half, 1440. Very impressive, particularly in this price range. Everyone gets to experience extremely rapid charging now, thanks to the Realme GT Neo 3 150 watt. Plus, you get a racing stripe because it's fast.